Cardano around 2% from all-time high. Let's talk about it. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. Let's jump into the video. YouTube legit locked me out on this computer. I'm streaming from my software app, but I can't get into YouTube on the computer. I don't even know what's going on, but it's working. So smash the like on the way in. There's Cardano 243 as I do the video. First off, everybody, today was such an exciting day. I mean, it was a very, very exciting day for all of us as a community. This is, if you didn't check it out, I'll put a link in the description when I'm done. I put historic day for Cardano because it really is. It was the first live testnet swap on Cardano testnet, and it was live via SundaeSwap. You can see it there on the screen. It was extremely cool to be a part of. I was grateful to be a part of it. So the reason why that's big on Cardano, big for Cardano, is because it illustrates a very important thing. It illustrates what all of us here have been waiting for months and months and months. And we do a lot of price talk, a lot of technical analysis, but I can't overstate enough how important the fundamentals are, what's being built is. And today we really got a snapshot of what's been being built, the ideas coming into play on top of Cardano blockchain. We saw it. And it's an ecosystem, a little piece of it that's getting ready to come here into our lives. And it's going to be fun. That's all I know. It's going to be extremely fun. So, oh great. Did I do that? Does the description say $1.40 or the my description says $1.40, not $2.40. Hey, you know what I mean. So, let's talk about it though. All right. Here's the weekly chart, everybody. And a couple things I want to discuss. And first off, who remembers, not even long ago, this, I'm not going to show the clip, but this was from July 31st, weeks ago. Cardano at $1.35. We were talking about the similar area on the weekly chart below that 20-week moving average, the explosive move to the upside that we were looking for, similar to what we got in November. We were just there weeks ago. I was on vacation in that video. And look at this. The explosive move. This is exactly what we were looking for. The move back in November through that 20-week moving average. You can see it here. We were looking for a green weekly candle. And check it out. We got it. And so that's number one on the macro as we're evaluating this. Now, number two on the macro is this green box that I'm extremely excited about. I'll keep talking about it. I don't care. I'll keep talking about it until it's over, which is September 12th, is when this box ends. And this is this period of time. And actually what I have to do is I have to shrink this a week. 63 days. No, yeah, right. You know what? Hold on. 63 days there, leading into Alonzo hard fork. We've been tracking it. And we've been tracking it since we even entered it to see what was going to happen because, and this is just my curiosity and we've been tracking it. I've been talking about it. Some people getting sick of it. I don't care. It's just what's on the top of my mind because we saw what happened the 2 months going into the last hard fork and the 2 months going into that hard fork before that. That was Shelly back then in July 2020. This is March 1st, Mary hard fork. Now we have Alonzo hard fork. Just genuinely curious. I'm just very simply curious what was going to happen. And so far, Cardano has seen some really, really interesting gains. And they're really good gains. And that's for sure. Now, what I want to also show you on this chart is where we kind of are from a momentum perspective on this weekly. Now, Cardano just now touching this 70 line, this overbought line. On this chart, but that area, it doesn't signify immediately that Cardano is overbought on this chart. Cardano for weeks and weeks, for months, can continue to upside. This is how it is for any crypto. Usually when it's getting into that overbought environment where it's getting ready to tank, it's usually very, very well overbought. Cardano really not even entering that, has entered that overbought area. Now, if you note this swing high, and we talked about this, when Cardano was very overbought, this swing high wasn't even the all-time high. We still had months to go before we reached the all-time high. This is just a breakdown of the potential that Cardano does have. And I always kind of try and draw the parallel with the entire bull market, right? We want to see this bull market in general across crypto, Bitcoin, altcoins continue. We want to see it continue because if it continues for those, and if Bitcoin does continue to upside, which I've been saying I think it is going to, then Cardano very well can uh, outperform many or most. And the other piece of momentum that we have to take a look at is there's two pieces actually. Stock RSI, again, nowhere near overbought. A ton of momentum on this quicker moving momentum oscillator here. We have a ton of room to the upside. Notice at this area right here was right here on the way up, on and through that weekly candle, breaking that 20-week moving average, the move we've been waiting for patiently. That just happened. A very, very similar area on the charts. Even the RSI move to this overbought line, very similar area, right? So just to give you an idea, we last touched this overbought line in an uptrend at the same exact weekly candle. And check this out. Cardano was at 14 cents. But everybody, I have news for you. Cardano is not at 14 cents right now. Cardano is at $2.43. So just to give you an idea, from that overbought touch to all-time high, Cardano saw 1,500% gains. 1,500% gains. I'm not saying we're getting 1,500% gains now, but it's just a really nice illustration. And then lastly, on the weekly, it must be noted, we have the weekly MACD cross above the signal line. That red line is the signal line, the MACD line, the blue. And we have the histogram now in green on Cardano. Some big things happening. And I must say, what is it? I mean, really 3 weeks away from smart contracts, September 12th. Behind the scenes, 140 exchanges, over 140 exchanges getting hooked up. It's happening. So a lot of upside potentially in play for Bitcoin. And we can kind of pivot over here, go over to the daily chart and get a sense of, well, where are we now in this exact move? We have this continued target to the upside. It's the descending triangle target. I mean, it's in that like $2.90 to $3 range. Cardano is slowly approaching that area. We've been overbought in that last swing high. We had a consolidation. We wanted to see Cardano in that last swing high. Remember, we got overbought here. We wanted to see a little bit of a cool off. Very normal, even in continued uptrend. We saw a lot of similarity last time we got overbought, cooled off before uptrend. And notice there was some of this bearish divergence here on the RSI on the daily chart, but it didn't lead to any immediate short or even short-term, mid-term, crazy just signal to the downside. It never happened. Cardano actually saw crazy good support at $1, and that's what kind of led us into this descending triangle here. And we've gotten the breakout to the upside for Cardano with a $2.90 to $3 target to the upside. Is that going to happen in the immediate short term? I don't know. What I kind of like to do is pivot over to the 6-hour chart to kind of get a good idea of what is going to be in play for Cardano. A great illustration comes from 2 days ago on August 17th, and I am going to show a clip because this is exactly what we're watching for right now. Now we have consolidation here on the 6-hour. Cardano very well could just be putting in a higher low on a Fibonacci on the shorter term, which was a 618 at around $1.89 to the 786 around $1.80. So let's check this out, everybody. This is what I'm talking about. I like replaying these clips. I'm not patting myself on the back. I genuinely like to watch how these things play out, and I like to tell the story with you all. I really do, and also illustrate for anybody new, especially that hasn't seen these technical analysis indicators work and how they work. So this is where we were in that video. It was like Cardano was what? I mean, what did I see? $1.96 in that video. So $1.96 in that video, kind of in a little bit of a downtrend back here. And we were looking for a higher low support balance right at this area. The 618 right around $1.89, $1.90 to the 786 around $1.79, $1.80. And look what Cardano did immediately after. We got the wick into the 618 area right around $1.90. I mean, really it was in the $1.89 area, wick down to probably $1.86, $1.87, and then we continue to the next swing high. And that's exactly the type of move we wanted to see. We wanted to see this bounce off support We got it. So now we went from here to here. We anticipated consolidation. Now we're going from here to here. What should we do? Let's first, because this is what I do anyway. I guess you don't have to do it, but this is what I do. Anticipate consolidation. So if we're looking at what that looks like, we take the same tool, which is the Fibonacci from that last support to swing high, and we have Cardano potentially with a swing low now, 209 to $1.99. So now we're starting to see the $2 range turning into higher low support all down here in this Fibonacci. $2 is obviously a mental area for pretty much everybody, but also now it is a technical area of revisit for Cardano. So and really the $1.99 support area right around $2 is the 786 of this lower high. Is that going to happen? Is that going to happen? Don't know. And this is why I like to watch these short-term charts, because I love seeing Cardano just break through and not see consolidation to these areas. The only reason I pay so much attention to these higher low dip areas is because they happen so often in uptrends, and also because I want to make sure we don't get too overbought where Cardano's breaking below this area, and then we have a bearish confirmation and potentially a new trend to the downside, which could last longer. That's the only reason I track these areas. I just want us all to be prepared. I see chats. I see people in the chat, they're saying, buy now or wait for the dip. When should we buy? And I just have to say, everybody, I can't sit here and tell you I'm not. And if this is like an unsubscribe moment for you, because I'm going to tell you this, it's cool. But I don't predict. I'm not here to predict, everybody. I'm here to prepare. I'm not here to expect anything. I'm here to anticipate everything. And we have all of this data, and truly, it plays out so often, meaning these support areas we just saw hit, right? And we got that confirmation, continue to the upside. But when we're starting to approach just these areas on the shorter term charts, and if we look at it on the 6 hour, we have this kind of downtrend on the RSI. Cardano might need to cool off a little bit before that continuation. We're not in overbought, but we are in this little downtrend. I could totally see Cardano, if it's just not ready to just make that explosive move to the upside. Want to be prepared for it. The explosive move to the upside, though, is very close. I mean, so Cardano, if you go to CoinMarketCap, I saw CoinMarketCap, it said the all-time high was $2.46. I don't know why I thought on one of the charts it was like 250, 251, but whatever. Let's just call it 246. And if we go back to the 6 hour, I mean, let's actually go to I don't have an hourly chart. So let's go to this 6 hour chart. And I mean, we're talking for Cardano to break all-time high at this moment. And I mean, I just got home. Did Cardano break? I just want to make sure it didn't actually break it to 246. But looking at the 6 hour chart, I mean, it's like 2% away. There's a wick there, though, on this Binance chart. This is what I'm talking about. Let me go to the hourly. So 2% move for Cardano. Look at that hourly chart, 246. So Cardano touched all-time high. But 2% move away or so for Cardano to really explode through that all-time high. But you have to keep in mind, there's a lot of resistance here in this area. So wanted to track it, wanted to give an update on everything. But I really think the most important context of the entire video is what I started with, and it's on the weekly. Because as we're approaching all-time high, as we're like just there, guess what? Cardano, a ton of upward momentum on these oscillators with this MACD cross, with Cardano not even in the overbought area. Remember, Cardano was overbought last time it did hit all-time high. Not trying to throw hopium out there, but I'm telling you, if crypto markets in general are going to just keep cruising to the upside, then it's looking very, very promising for Cardano to continue to outperform, to continue to just do what it's doing. Check this clip out from July 27th. Look at this. It's building its foundation right now, leading into smart contracts on top of the ridiculous staking mechanism that Cardano already has. This launchpad, in my opinion, is ready, and I know that sounds hype. I'm not trying to hype it. I'm just genuinely excited, and this is kind of why I sound so bullish. July 27th, like weeks ago, Cardano, $1.26. I'm doing another video right now. It's 241. I'm telling you, everybody, I'm just genuinely telling you, I'm not trying to overhype Cardano. I get comments so often that, oh, you're just trying to pump it for your bags. Like, that's the most ridiculous thing. I'm just a dude out here. Instead of sitting behind the computer watching Cardano videos, I'm just doing one. I'm talking about the same stuff you're thinking. And that is, if you own ADA, you're excited about it. And I think there's so many of you out there that are kind of like, dude, this does seem like it could just be the beginning. And that's because you know what's going on in the ecosystem. You know what's going on with smart contracts, the completion of the Goguen era, governance, the governance system that's approaching. We're talking over $750 million, I think, in decentralized VC. And the scalability issues in crypto that Cardano is solving. It seems to me, and I said it's the launch pad in this video. We're at the launch pad at $1.26, like weeks ago. We're at $2.41, and I say the same thing. It seems to me we're at a launch pad. And I've been saying this in these videos for a long time now, and I continue to say it. So be prepared for downside. It's always a possibility. It would be phenomenal to break all-time highs, make that happen tonight. But there's always resistance in these areas. Be ready for it. Know where the pullback area it is. We just tracked it. It's right down here, high or low area, 210 to 2. But again, this is what's going on behind the scenes, everybody. These platforms are being built, and it's very, very close now. So I appreciate you. I really do, for hanging out, for cruising by. I hope you're doing well out there. I want all of you to succeed. And I think we all can. We just have to always be careful, be prepared, and just ready for everything, and patient. We must be patient as all of this happens. So hit the subscribe, hit the like. Let's see what happens with Cardano. All-time high would be nice, but time will tell, and we'll see what we wake up to tomorrow. Have a good night. God bless.